Hello, my name's Anna Williams. I'm the marketing manager here at MDS. This is Hannah, one of our trainees.
Hi, so I'm Hannah Finch. I'm currently in my 4th secondment at Angus Soft Fruits.
What interested you in getting involved in the food and fresh produce industry?
So actually for me, what attracted me to MDS was the management training side of it. So I came from a non-agricultural background, so didn't know much about the fresh produce industry, but wanted to gain business skills, and that's what attracted me to MDS. Coming into the fresh produce side of it, that was kind of the unknown for me, and I've learned about that as I've been here for the 2 years, but initially it was the business management that attracted me to the industry.
Okay, and how have you found the industry as a newcomer into it?
Fast-paced. Probably I was quite naive going into it about where our food came from and how it gets onto our shelves, but actually I really enjoyed it. As someone that's got quite a keen interest in the environment and sustainability, it's interesting to see the challenges that we face, and seeing it from a consumer point of view and a supplier point of view are two very different things. So I really enjoyed actually understanding it properly.
Okay. And so what have your secondment experiences been so far? You're currently in your 4th secondment, but where did you start?
So I started out working for Syngenta at their global headquarters in Basel, which was a baptism of fire, moving countries and jobs for my first secondment, but I loved it. I was working in the third-party team, so doing a lot of research into other crop protection companies and supporting negotiations with them, trading secrecy agreements and all kinds of confidential things, which was a complete gear change from what I've been doing before.
Which was, incidentally, what did you study at university?
So I studied English literature at university.
Okay.
So great degree, loved it, but didn't give me much practical experience, which is why when I finished it, I was keen to go into a role which got me practical experience and built my CV, because my CV was very customer-facing based.
Okay.
Up until then, I'd done a lot of retail jobs, teaching, that kind of thing.
Okay. All right. So your first secondment, you were flown across to Switzerland to work at Syngenta.
Yeah.
Where did you go from there?
From there, I went to Kinetic, where I was going in a project management role in research operations. So I was taking surveys for agronomists, right through from writing the survey to running the surveys, writing up the report and delivering that to crop protection companies. So we were looking at things like crop forecasting, manufacturer reputation, and it was quite a data-heavy role, which obviously with my English degree background was not something I was naturally comfortable with, but I was really keen to improve, and definitely did in the 7 months or so that I was there. My data handling and Excel skills definitely came a long way in those 6 months.
And then your third secondment, that was quite different.
Quite different. I did 2 office-based roles, and I think I was quite ready to get out of the office. I'm quite a people-focused person. I enjoy working with people, so I wanted to get out from behind the computer. So I went and did a harvest role with BH Savage, who grow raspberries for Tesco's. In the grand scale, it's quite a small fruit farm. So I was harvest coordinator for their whole 200 pickers. And I was managing the harvest, managing the pickers, accommodation, training. I was out on the farm all summer. It was a hot summer last year, so it was a good summer to be out on the farm, and I loved it. I mean, it was really hard work. It's anyone that's worked on the harvest knows how hard harvest is, but I relished the opportunity to have that much responsibility and to learn how to manage people, because up until then I've never managed that kind of numbers of people.
So that's a really big scale
compared to where I started. And the challenge that anyone faces on a harvest role like that is that a lot of the people you're managing don't speak English. So I had to learn ways to interact with them. I had to deliver all their health and safety training and their quality training, and obviously you need to find different ways of doing that. So I like to think now if I did manage another team and I could speak to them in English, I'd be great, because if I can do it in another language, doing a lot of pictures, a lot of miming, a lot of actions, using translators, managing an English team, that would be quite easy in comparison.
Okay, and so for your final secondment, where are you at the moment?
So I'm currently at Angus Soft Fruits. I'm in the commercial team there. I was really keen when I was doing MDS to do 4 different secondments to really get a feel, because I didn't know what I wanted to do, so to get a feel for different roles and different companies. Angus Soft Fruit for me hits the sweet spot. Syngenta was a bit big, there was about 2,000 people in the office there. I felt a bit lost. Some people love that environment, for me it was a bit big. Kinetic was small, very welcoming, but quite small, quite rural. Angus Softfruit kind of hits the point in the middle there. I'm in the commercial team, and the office has got about 20 people in it, and it's really welcoming. And obviously commercial is not something I've done before, so it's a whole new learning curve all over again.
So you've had a chance not just to try out different roles, but also different types of businesses and work out where you
Yeah, exactly. Because I kind of thought maybe I would quite enjoy working for a big corporation. There's a lot of perks that come with working for a big corporation. It's a lot more glamorous. But in fact, actually, I enjoy the smaller side of things. You tend to end up with more responsibility, I think, in the smaller companies. You get more option for flexibility and for growth, and I'm trying to take as much advantage of that as I can, because it's quite a privileged position to go into a company like that and be able to make your mark.